Hey guys, I think it's time for a small update for the Chevelle. A couple of things has happened since last time. I will say that I'm 95 or even more percent done with the straightening out of the body work, all the grinding and all this. I still have some small imperfections. I can see that on the small blue dots here. There's something I have to attend, but it's not much. It can easily be fixed. So that will come a bit later. But the main thing that I've been doing for the last couple of weeks is installing new rear springs, because the springs that was in the car was not the factory springs. It came from a different car. I do not know from what car it came from, but suddenly after installing different rear springs, the rear had a completely different stand. If you look at some of the early videos, you can see that both in front and in the rear, the car was high up. It looked like a 4x4 or something like that. It looked awful. But here I just installed the rear springs from a 70 Buick, and now it has a very nice stand here in the rear. If we go to the front, then I lowered it, even though I took the same springs from a 70 Buick and installed them in the car, then the car had still had a high stand. It only lowered it 2 centimeters compared to the springs that was in the car, which of course were also not the springs that came with the car from the factory. It was something different. I do not know what it was, but it was not the factory for sure. But here I took the springs from the 70 Buick and installed them in the car, but it only lowered it a couple of centimeters. So I took my grinder and took out 3.5 centimeters in both sides to see what would that give. That will give, I know, 7 centimeters, and it gave exactly 7 centimeters. So now here in the front it actually has a very nice stand. But I do see that the car is tilting a bit. I think there's 1 or 1.5 centimeters in difference from the passenger side to the driver side. I do not know why, but I have to find out. If anybody have any suggestion for that, then please leave a comment, because I need to find out. Also, of course, the alignment is way off, and maybe it's been that from day one. So maybe as you can see that the tire is tilting a bit, so I need to straighten that out. So I have to acquire some shims and start playing with that a bit, but that will come later. But nice to see, after having the car for 1.5 years, or is it 2 years? Time is going so fast, I can't remember, that it has the stand, the look that I want, the correct height that I want, compared to before, where it looked awful, simply awful. So, yeah, looks beautiful now in my mind. Now it really looks like a Chevelle muscle car, that look. So that's nice. Yes. But that was just a short update from the Chevelle. I will keep you updated soon. Thanks.